With the camera. This is me in a nutshell. Just chilling out with me, myself, and I. What's up? Doing okay. Well, let's see. Since I'm 40 years old, I used to play with Star Wars figures when I mean the original Star Wars figures. I used to have the AT-AT machine, the Death Star, the huge Death Star toy. I used to have that, and the AT-AT. Well, actually, I'll call it the AT-AT, but it was an AT-AT machine. I had the AT-ST machine. Let's see, I had pretty much all the Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, but I didn't have a lot of the, no, I'm sorry, Empire Strikes Back. I didn't have a lot of the Return of the Jedi characters. Turn on the light there a little bit. Let's see, what else did I have? That's been so long ago. I sold them. I sold them to not a pawn shop, but a toy collector shop about 15 years ago. They wouldn't have been worth much because they were missing all the guns and they weren't in their boxes and stuff. But they were pretty good toys. I enjoyed playing with them. You know, I was 5 years old when the movie came out. You know, when the first Star Wars came out in 1977, I was about 5. Actually, I was 5. I was born in '72, so I'm 40 years old now. I was about 5 years old when the first one came out. And boy, it was an awesome film. I mean, it was packed, jam-packed. I was 5 years old. Did I mention that I was 5 years old when the movie came out? Okay, I know I sound like a broken record sometimes. But anyway, it was, I saw Empire Strikes Back. I collected the toys from 1977 to 1982. 83, I got kind of old for them. I think I was about 10 or 11 at the time, and it, you know, I was going through that transition, whether I wanted to play with toys or not play with toys, whether I should sell them in the garage sale or not sell them in the garage sale. But I think I always held on to Hot Wheels. But the Star Wars thing, I was really into that. Though I don't collect them, if there was be a toy that I want to collect, I'd collect Star Wars. Well, duh, I'd collect Hot Wheels. I got so many of those. I think I collect Hot Wheels, but I'm not quite sure. I guess I don't have to prove. I guess I don't have to make a point on that because I do that on YouTube right now, don't I? But that's pretty much, and I also play with Micronauts in the 70s. Did you know Micronauts were the big thing in the 70s, late 70s, until Star Wars came out? Okay, Micronauts, for all you guys that aren't familiar with Micronauts, Google search it on YouTube, and you'll see what they are. They're these little clear toys with little plastic, chrome packs on their stomachs to run them, kind of like little, they're kind of like GoBot, humanoid type, see-through characters with, but they were just selling like hotcakes, kind of like, but until Star Wars came out, and then they went out of business, kind of like the Shogun Warriors. I had a couple of Shogun Warriors too, and I also had that Godzilla Shogun Warrior. And yeah, that's just a little bit of a brief summary of all the toys that I had when I was little. And yeah, I got too old for the GoBots and the Transformers. And I had a couple of the big G.I. Joes. My brothers were into that because they were a little older. But I had a couple of those. I didn't really like the big old characters. I like the Star Wars characters, you know, the ones about like this size. I didn't really go for the massive type doll style kind of thing. So I played with Hot Wheels, Star Wars figures. I didn't play with He-Man. I got too old for that. I was about 12 or 13 when He-Man came out. And I was too old to get into that kind of stuff. I had an Atari 2600 and television. I also owned a Dark Tower. Actually, that was my brother, but he gave it to me for Christmas. He got it for Christmas and he gave it to me 2 years later. If you don't know what Dark Tower is, Google that on YouTube. It's, I don't know, that one might be a hard one to find. I also had what you called Carrier Strike, a board game. That was a pretty fun game. Anyway, well, that was just some of the toys I owned when I was little. It's been so long ago. This has been about 35 years ago, 35 years ago since then. So I don't remember a lot of it. But one thing I did do when I was little, I used to build these. My parents, we used to get these big old boxes, you know, and I used to use phonograph record things. I used to build humongous space stations for Star Wars figures. I mean, they were the size of a room, you know, and I thought that was kind of funny. And I'd use my Death Star as the lookout tower because that wasn't big enough to cover everything. I mean, when I made these space stations, I made it huge, and I thought, I mean, that was pretty cool. I had a pretty wild imagination back then. I can remember one time though, a friend down the street by the name of Jared. He had it was about the time when I was about ready to get rid of my Star Wars figures, about a year. But him and I had wars with the G.I. Joes, you know, the new the small G.I. Joes. He had a ton of the G.I. Joe characters, and I had a ton of the Star Wars characters, and we kind of had it sort of a war thing, but I wasn't really into that. I kind of like to play off on my own while other friends would play off on their own. I wasn't more the, hey, I'm winning, you're losing, or you're losing, I'm winning type thing. Anyway, that's just the way we thought and did things back then when we were kids. Alright, well, looks like I'm going to have to set foot out of here and turn the video off. Y'all see you on the next Hot Wheels run. I'll be uploading more Hot Wheels cars on Sunday. See you later, friends.